What's up, everybody, and welcome back to everybody's favorite in-house league, Face of Pro League North America. We got some of our classic players in on here. We got Mason, Yawar, DeMoN, ixMike. We got Shibby over here, Justin, Fog. So this is a pretty stacked game, and I'm pretty excited for it. I think Mason, DeMoN, and Yawar have had their foot in pretty well every North America game I've casted so far. So these guys really just showing why they're some of the top tier NA players. As these guys just play so much freaking Dota, and Mason again going to be drafting up here, so good for him. He's going to be up here drafting yet again, and looks like Lesh and Tuskar are going to be our first bans here. Pretty classic heroes that you want to take out, I imagine. Something like a Bounty Hunter, and then either Clockwork, Darkseer are probably going to be our next bans. We see Clockwork and Darkseer get either banned or picked up a lot over here in the FPL NA League, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, see if they're still really favoring either picking or getting rid of their heroes. And Alina, so looks like Bernie Sanders over here doesn't want to really deal with Lena. Definitely understand that one. Lena, pretty annoying hero. Late game, 950 pure damage. It's disgusting to deal with. Absolutely ridiculous. And I hope that hero just leaves sometime soon. But we'll have to keep an eye on this one, as looks like Dire Band number 2 coming up here. We'll see what Mason wants to get rid of. And we've seen Mason get some pretty creative drafts here. He's actually drafted Treant in both of his games. Going to get rid of Bounty Hunter, but he's drafted Treant in both of his games. We've seen a Weaver, a CK, all sorts of stuff. So we'll have to keep an eye on what he's going to pick up. It looks like Bernie Sanders over here is going to be picking up the Gyrocopter. Bernie Sanders, man, I really wish I knew who that was. And up top here for Dire, we're going to have the Dire Storm Spirit and a Night Stalker. So there we go, Mason, yet again. Really picking out some strange picks. Obviously, Night Stalker, not like super strange by any means, but definitely a different hero from what we're used to seeing, especially within the first 2 picks, and really especially since we have not seen Darkseer or Clockwork yet. And it looks like it's going to be a return with the Anti-Mage up against the Storm Spirit. Always a good hero to have when you're against the Storm Spirit. Once his mana pool is so low, he's got to be careful of the TP in, and then the follow-up Blink, Mana Void, and we'll have to keep an eye on that one for whoever's going to play the Storm Spirit here. As Anti-Mage, I do like that pick, and we still have a Darkseer in the pool, which could mean that you can punish the Anti-Mage fairly hard in his lane, make it a little bit tougher for him to fight. We see Ritsu recently be a player that ends up picking up, Tread's Ring of Regen and Headdress, so he really needs that regen up against the Darkseer. He really favors that. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see perhaps if Mason is going to try and keep it for himself, or over here if Bernie Sanders is going to be able to ban it out and prevent them from using it. They already got rid of the Bloodseeker, who's fairly good against the Anti-Mage. Not too bad, fairly good at ganking him. Does have a nice silence if he can land it. Rupture, of course. Very annoying when you're an Anti-Mage. Sure, you can blink around, but you also don't want to be kited or standing still in a team fight by any means. So we'll keep an eye on that one, as Silencer is going to be the next hero that's going to be taken out. So they don't want to deal with that support Silencer. And they're going to look to keep a lot of this mid-game control with the Night Stalker ultimate here, as TA going to be the next ban. So Darkseer still very much in the pool here. TA going to get rid of that hero. A little bit odd that you'd see the TA getting taken out after we've got a Storm Spirit in the game. But still a pretty good hero, good at roshing early. Obviously good at making use of these rotations when it is nighttime. That reduced vision is so scary when you're up against a strong ganker like TA, Storm, Night Stalker. So just a lot of map pressure that they could have had there, but getting rid of that TA, certainly a good option, as it seems like Mason going to be digging into his second band here. Not going to be all that hard. There's still a couple supports that I think are worthy of getting rid of, or an offlane Earthshaker. You could play him support or offlane, so I think that's a fantastic ban here. There's still a Lion in the pool as well. Skywrath Mage, not too bad against this team. Doesn't really like going up against a Night Stalker, but fairly good against the Storm Spirit with that long duration silence perhaps, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Could potentially harass a Night Stalker out, as I imagine it'll be a support Night Stalker here. Would be a little bit odd as a core position, but we never know with Mason. In all honesty, this guy is a pretty good drafting mind. Really doesn't like sticking to the meta all that much. Kind of picks heroes that he feels are strong against the enemy team, and not necessarily just strong in the current meta here. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one and see what he's going to pick up as his third pick here. If it's going to be another support, perhaps another Treant Protector, which, like I said, last 2 games he picked up that tree, so it looks like he may really enjoy it. And it looks like Dazzle's going to be the next pickup, and a Clockwork, so we will finally see the Clockwork now. surprisingly enough, it did make it this far. And we'll see if it's going to be a Darkseer follow-up on top of this as well. Darkseer, not all that good against Clockwork. If you get hooked out right before the fight starts, you can't really lay down a favorable wall unless they're in a pretty poor position over here on the Radiant. But definitely still a possibility. Will make it a little bit harder for this Anti-Mage going forward here. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one as Darkseer. I think still a viable pick. They did get rid of the Undying here, so they're a little bit worried perhaps about some Undying Gyrocopter, like early game fighting, 4v5. Well, there's an Anti-Mage split pushing, and I don't blame them. That's going to be tough, and it's going to be a Lycan. Alright, so one way to deal with the Anti-Mage is to just really take over that mid-game control, and it looks like they're going to have a lot of mid-game alongside a Lycan, Dazzle, Night Stalker, Storm Spirit. I believe this is probably going to be something like an Orchid Storm Spirit game. Perhaps if you want to get really, really early fighting, or you're not comfortable with the ganking, probably you could even see a Yule Storm Spirit. I imagine an Orchid could go for a Bloodstone if he gets it around, 16, 17 minutes because he's farming well. Could still grab a Bloodstone, but if they do want to fight alongside this Lycan, I imagine they'll have an Orchid, and they'll have a lot of silence alongside that Orchid with the Night Stalker, especially at nighttime. So keep an eye on that, see what the itemization on this Storm is going to be, as the Radiant going to be grabbing their last pick here. Something preferably to help deal with this Lycan here, to help deal with the early push, and it looks like they're going to take the Treant Protector. Alright, so we are going to see a Treant this game, but not on Mason's team. So they're going to say, how can we defend our towers? Well, just make sure we don't lose them, and we can just heal them back up. So definitely plausible here, and we'll have to see. It's going to be tough now with the Treant Protector. They're going to need a lot of push here. We could see perhaps a Venomancer. Move the Night Stalker over to the core position. Throw him mid lane against whoever may be there. Storm Spirit. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think we could see a core Veno here. Unless it's an offlane Veno, which wouldn't be all that bad. Anti-Mage does have a pretty good way to just blink up and hit him, so he probably won't win the lane that much, or really be able to do all too much in the lane. So it might be kind of tough here for him. Maybe perhaps something like a Prophet. It has potential, I think. It has potential. Run the offlane Prophet here. Pull the creep wave with the trees. Maybe interrupt the Anti-Mage a little bit. It looks like it's going to be a Darkseer ban last there, so they really don't want to give them the Darkseer here. It could be... Okay, there we go. I was just about to say, it could be a Broodmother. It'll help you with the push. It's a good offlane hero. Anti-Mage, you can get harassed up, but if you have a Soul Ring, it doesn't really matter that you're losing a little bit of mana. You've got ridiculous regen over here, and the Treant Protector doesn't really have the tools to help deal with it. If we look at the team here, we do have a Clockwork who does have some nice bit of lockdown as well as scouting here to help find the Broodmother, but not all that much aside from the Clockwork here, so it's going to have to be some considerable lockdown. Perhaps the last pick Lion, no Lina. We've still got an Earthshaker actually, so this could easily be a support Earthshaker. Run him as a 4. Treant Protector can easily fill that 5 role. He really just needs his levels. Doesn't really care too much about itemization. And that's kind of scary that there's an Earthshaker still in the pool, actually. The fact that they've got Wolves as well as the Spiderlings could be a little bit of an issue for them pushing into towers here. So we'll have to see. And it's going to be an Axe. So this is most likely going to be an aggro tri-lane then. And they're going to try and dodge the offlane Broodmother. Probably put the Axe 1v1 here. And a good pick for an Axe, as we do have 3 melee heroes, as well as a couple summons from the Lycan, Night Stalker. So we'll see. A lot of that melee is potentially going to hurt them. Axe, also good against the Dazzle here. So I actually do like that Axe pick a lot more than I originally expected, as it will be a Mason over here. Not going to be taking up the carry. And we'll just go over the heroes real quick, because it's going to be Demon mid on this Storm Spirit. It looks like Boris is going to be taking up the Dazzle here. His ixMike 88 is going to be the other support over here on the Night Stalker, while Yawar, he's going to take up the Lion, and Mason, that's going to leave him on the safe lane solo Broodmother, or the offlane Broodmother. We'll have to see if they dodge the tri-lane, know what's going on, or what's going to happen here. As Justin looks like he's going in the safe lane, while the Anti-Mage isn't sure where he's going. Does have a couple extra tangos here. And is this a mid lane Anti-Mage? I thought it would be a mid Gyro, but it looks like it will be a mid Anti-Mage. And with the stick, it might not be that bad up against the Storm Spirit here. but we'll have to see it as Cardinal. He's going to be taking up the dual lane gyrocopter alongside Fogged here on his Clockwork. And that's going to leave Justin on his Axe and Bernie Sanders over here on the Tramp Protector, which means Shibby, he's going to be over here on the Anti-Mage. So we'll see if he's going to scale Blink and try to get this rune here. Does have the Golden Bashers. Looking pretty swagged. You got to perform or you'll get kicked. 5 Jungs Yawar. Some good old NA Dota banter as Cardinal maybe in a scary position here. We do have boots on the Night Stalker, but we also have boots on the Gyrocopter, so not going to be able to do all too much here as Cardinal going to throw out a Rocket Barrage here. Could get a little bit of a heal bomb over there from Boris. Probably the play, as it looks like Fogged is over here on the rune. Yawar is ready to steal it as well. Maybe, though, DeMoN's not going to be able to grab it either, and that's a little bit unfortunate for him. Going to be able to output a little bit of damage on Fogged, but not all too much, as looks like they managed to get both runes, and there it is, the GG. May as well just call it now, boys, as they do get both, and Mason gonna have a fairly difficult time over here bot lane. As will be a dual lane mid here, so the Tramp Protector alongside the Anti-Mage are gonna be up against DeMoN, and Ham Tree mid, ixMike, what's happening? I'm sure that's what he's going with right now, as it will be the tri-lane top still, and now Cardinal's got to be a little bit careful. Mike does have the slow if he wants to use it. Looks like he calls for the Howl as well, perhaps. And that's going to be about it. Meanwhile, DeMoN getting chased out really hard in this mid lane. He's not going to have all that much fun himself. Does get the salve varied, I believe, or did he buy that? I wasn't really paying attention there. It does have a salve nevertheless here, so going to be pretty good for him, as he'll have some nice bit of regen here when he wants to use it. Fogg getting a little bit aggressive. Doesn't have the battery cell to use just yet, though, as Justin going to be pretty confident with his early game here, as it shouldn't be all that hard up against Mason. As it looks like Cardinal maybe getting in a little bit of a sketchy position. We did see the flare over here to help out, and there it is. It looks like Fogged is trying to trap Yawar over here in the trees, and now Cardinal looks like he's almost certainly going to be first blood, trying to juke through the trees. There's the heal bomb, and now Fogged, he's getting blocked up here. Look at this, Boris, what a player. Fogged looks like he's in a poor position now, and maybe a couple more right clicks, they could be able to get the kill, and it looks like maybe the heal bomb going to be enough. Is it? No, it looks like it's not going to latch. One more right click, Fogged is going to self up through the trees. Cardinal showed up as well, has the Rocket Barrage, and now Boris has to be careful. ixMike 88 has no mana right now. Cardinal perhaps getting stuck in the trees. Yawar showed up. We do have a flare. Is it going to be enough to snipe? Boris has enough HP now. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit in the mid lane is going to go down. And there we go. A lot of fighting right now just in that last minute here. It looks like mid lane, they do manage to get a kill on the Storm. Probably get slowed up by that tree. And when you've got no mana, this Anti-Mage just hits so freaking hard right now. Level 4, 1 point. No, I was going to say 1 point in the stats, but it looks like he was just saving it here. As they might give him the lane all alone now. I think he's not going to have that bad of a time here. Treant with a haste is certainly an annoying hero. As just going to punch you a little bit there. As looks like Cardinal is going to back up in the lane a little bit here. And looks like Fogged is going to catch Yawar under the tower. And there's a couple creeps left over, so not going to be able to do all too much here. Weird little cogs animation there. Didn't look like he was going to get hit. Cardinal just outputting whatever right click damage he can. Does still have his boots. Just about level 2 here. We'll see if he's going to scale homing missile or flat cannon. As it's going to be homing missile, so going to be a support gyrocopter here. And okay, all right, pretty odd draft for sure here. Expect to see something like this from Mason, but definitely going to see how effective this can be, as bot lane Axe is going to call Mason alongside quite a few creeps, and it looks like he could be getting very low over here. Doesn't have any mana though. Wow, Mason very unlucky there. Does get, you know, one more spin. And he does have a nice bit of creeps here, but not going to help him all that much. Mason going to try and harass him out whenever he can. Doesn't actually elect for the spiders, and that's definitely the build here, as you're not going to be able to use them whatsoever against this Axe. As you are going to try and run around these creeps for a little bit before his creep wave gets here. So nice play from him. Doesn't just face tank them, runs them around a little bit, and looks like they are going to be under tower, unfortunately, a little bit there, but the second creep wave is in, and it's going to be quite alright here. Shibby starting to tank a little bit of damage, but with the poor man's shield, as well as the Ring of Regen, now I don't see, or excuse me, the Ring of Health, I don't see him losing this lane too much, as Broodmother bot lane alongside ixMike. Going to be able to get a kill, and there's the ping up from the gyrocopter, the flare coming down, but not going to be enough to secure the kill, and Mason going to get a bottle up over here from Mike. Going to be quite happy with that one, as Mike going to be able to get the rune for himself as well. So both heroes going to be pretty confident after that, and it's nighttime, so we do have to be a little bit careful here. It looks like Bernie Sanders going to be stacking up some camps here. Does get a double stack on that large camp. Meanwhile, if we take a look at the Radiant, or excuse me, the Dire, they've only got this one medium camp stacked up, so not all that bad. Looks like DeMoN in a little bit of an odd position. Does have a DD here. Fog going to take quite a bit of damage. He's got to be careful, and it looks like maybe they can get a kill on a Fog. Anti-Mage doing so much damage, though, is going to have to blink out here as DeMoN gets his salve canceled. Oh, how annoying. That range creep. That is the absolute worst for sure. DeMoN going to just bottle crow up a little bit here. Try to make use of this DD as best as possible. Does get a little bit more damage from Hal as well, so hitting quite hard for the time being. Blink out, gonna prevent that one last hit. As Mason getting chased down over here from Justin, who has the call. Not gonna be able to use it. Is gonna be able to use it on ixMike 88 here though. And now Justin, it looks like maybe if he gets a spin on a Mason, he might be able to get the kill. Mason getting so aggressive right now. Isn't sure what he wants to go for. The void from Mike is gonna be enough to secure the kill. And now it looks like the Trim Protector could be in a poor position. There's the ultimate from Mason, and it looks like he's gonna be able to secure the kill. The flare though, Fog coming from the off lane out of nowhere. And it looks like now he's in a poor position himself, though. It looks like he's just going to be feeding Mason another kill. And a double kill for Mason. Going to be quite happy with that one. We'll see if he's going to be moving into a Midas here. Or if he's just going to grab, like, Brown Boots Vlad, something like that, to really help the push. I imagine, though, the Vlad's actually going to be on the Lycan, so probably won't be seeing one of those. As Cardinal now, he's almost certainly going to go down. Rocket Barrage not even going to be enough to help him. And the Dazzle's going to be the one securing the kill. So all around the map, it looks like the Dire getting the kills that they need after getting pressured out mid a little bit. It looks like Justin knows exactly where Mason is, who does pick up the treads here. Going to give him some nice attack speed up here against Justin. Normally, you probably wouldn't grab these if you're going for the Spiderling build, but it looks like there it is. The ult's going to be popped again. Has some nice attack speed here, as well as some HP if he needs it. The Living Armor is going to be used here as well, but it's already going to be procced off. The damage over time from Mason going to help with that, and now it looks like it's going to be a tough lane for Axe here, as Yawar going to be caught out. Was the hook used? Don't even have hook just yet. Looks like he just kind of walked up and cogs him, and that's going to be a nice kill yet again. So the Radiant managing to find some picks in these lanes, as it looks like it will be a Soul Ring over here for DeMoN. So looks like he will be going for the Bloodstone, and looks like they'll probably look to fight around the 20-minute mark with that Bloodstone, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Their power creep is going to be pretty intense here. They're going to be hitting around 20-25 minutes with a lot of push, and this could be a quick game. This certainly could be a quick game if they don't play it right over here. Anti-Mage is going to have to get quite a bit. Just getting his treads now, I believe. No, not even his treads. Going to get his Perseverance, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one. As does have the 2 points in a mana break. No points into stats just yet, so not really opting too much to go for that. Oddly enough, getting 3 points into the blink, despite being you know, still pretty far away over here from the Battle Fury. So looks like Yawar is going to get homing missiled, and that's going to do a lot of damage at level 2. He's going to have to try and stick right close to it. And look at that, even with how close he was, it is going to do about you know, an eighth of his damage, as he is going to grab the medallion first here. Mason looks like he wants to start pressuring the bot lane. Axe did move into the jungle, I believe. Actually, where is this Axe? It looks like, yeah, he is in the jungle. Meanwhile, Yawar is going to pop his ultimate. The TP top from DeMoN, and that's a 4-hero, 3-hero gank just for a support gyrocopter. They're really going to want to pressure this tower next, as Mason doing a little bit of work bot lane. It looks like the flare is going to come in from the Clockwork. Not going to be enough to scare Mason away, though. Looks like he is getting his Soul Ring as well. Does have the Ring of Regen, unless he may be the one going for the Vlads. We could see Yawar doing something a little bit different here, just moving into a Basilius, and then maybe treads of his own here, but definitely have to keep an eye on that one. As Mason with a Quelling Blade as well, so pretty confident. Going to be using that to push out the wave a little bit harder, as Justin doesn't have the Blink Dagger, so can't really blink on a Mason here. And he's probably feeling quite comfortable over here against Justin. Does have a nice bit of damage if he needs to use it here. Justin getting some lucky spins, though, so far. Going to miss the call, unfortunately. Mason still with his ultimate, though. Still a very scary kill if he wants to go for it. And there it is. He is going to pop the ultimate, and Justin looks like maybe they go for the bait, though. There's the dust being used. The backside, there is nothing but a flare. And it looks like Mason, can he run away here? Justin with the Triangle Boots moves, not going to be enough, and they do waste it. So Mason doesn't even need his ultimate here. This 11 HP regen alongside the Ring of Health here. Or sorry, the Ring of Regen, and he's going to be pretty confident here. So still Shibby looking for the treads mid lane. Doesn't really have the attack speed he needs to farm the jungle camps here. Going to be a lot slower than he would hope, but does have at least the mana and HP regen. But now they're actually giving the stack over here to Justin. They're really trying to focus on this, looks like Vanguard for him, so not going to be going for a Blink Dagger first. And this is going to be tough, because where is their initiation coming from? I guess the Clockwork, but if there's a bunch of spiders in there and you know, a couple of wolves as well, it's going to be hard to get a hook off, in my opinion. So I think they should have had the initiation in from the Axe. It's going to be a lot stronger if you can get that blink call on a bunch of you know, creeps, as well as you know, a few spawns. But it looks like they really don't have the spiderling, so maybe it could work out. Mason, level 9, looks like he may start throwing it into the Spiderlings here. As there is a gank up here on the top lane. It looks like Cardinal was the target. DeMoN did TP up here as well. And it looks like he is just about finished his treads. Just has to buy them at the side shop now. And we'll see what he's going to go for. I still imagine that will be. Meanwhile, bot lane, it looks like Broodmother, they did dive to get the Treant Protector. Now Justin, looks like they're not going to be able to chase him. They don't have the ult over here on a Mason at about half HP. A little bit scared of what could happen here as Mike looks like he's nearby as well. Storm Spirit, meanwhile, top lane does get a kill onto the Gyrocopter, and it looks like now Fog's going to be the next target. Yawar's got to be a little bit careful, and the hook is off mark right now. Fog wasting that hook. DeMoN, though, with not a lot of mana, does have a 3-1 charge now. Can he use it to get away here? Looks like maybe, just maybe, has a bottle up as well. Going to save it to the last second in the trees, and the anti-mage is going to find the ultimate there. That's a nice 400 gold, and this should be a double kill. Yawar's going to go down as well. Doesn't even have the Vlads finished up. As it looks like bot lane, they're ready to dive over here onto the Axe yet again. We'll keep an eye on what's going on top. As it looks like Shibby should be able to get this kill, and it looks like he will. So there it is, a double kill. Raffle, everybody, you know, he thought he could maybe juke around a little bit. 5 jungs, Yawar. As it looks like Justin, he's caught right behind his tower now. Is it going to be enough? No. There's the Void from the Night Stalker, and now Fog in a bit of an odd position himself. There are 2 heroes here. Boris as well as Fog are going to have to retreat, though. And Mason, without his ultimate, may go down here under the tower. Does decide to get a Midas here. It's going to Midas the creep in between killing Fog, and this should be a double kill for Mason, and a wicked sick. What a player this guy is. So looks like after a stint on EG, really getting a lot better as DeMoN looks like he wants to make a go on a Cardinal now. It looks like, look at the damage from the Rocket Barrage. He's even got a call down if he wants to spend it. Probably should have used it right away, as DeMoN going to use the vision from his Remnant there and get the kill. So looks like 3-0 across the map here as Mason going to start getting really strong now. Does have the Midas to help catch up on the levels necessary for his spawn Spiderlings, and now with that level 11, we'll see if he's going to use it for his ultimate or for the spawn Spiderlings now. Maybe, still maybe, doesn't want to give too much to the Axe, but he's still about 500 gold off his Vanguard here, so not able to do too much as the Anti-Mage just going straight Battle Fury. Is that actually worth it? I don't think that's worth it. I think you always want to get shreds first, and very odd. Very odd. We don't see this often whatsoever. We'll have to keep an eye on his GPM here as it, I don't know. I don't know, really. I don't know. Maybe in the mid lane it's better to get a Battle Fury first because you can't use this side. I don't know. Looks like he is going to be able to get this tower at the very least here. And the creep wave alongside it does get his boots ferried out to him. Not the full treads just yet. But it is an 11-minute Battle Fury. And looks like actually going to get his treads at a fairly nice time here as well. About 13 minutes, I believe, as top lane. It looks like Yawar does pop his ultimate. And something did happen. The hook looks like hitting a creep there. Unfortunately for the Clockwork. Not going to be able to get that. And that's going to mean Yawar's just going to run away in the transformation there. So Mason still pressuring this tower. Looks like he's going for a butterfly or an orchid of his own. Looks like he's going to be the one to pick up the orchid since DeMoN won't be doing so anytime soon. Yeah, I definitely can't see that being a straight butterfly. That'd be very odd over here. Especially since considering he's already got that one mischance. It would mean that they have to go for something like an MKB almost instantly, but definitely not worth it, I don't think, here. As DeMoN is going to start using the enemy jungle, working on his Bloodstone now. Not all that far off, considering he didn't have the best early game here. And they are going to get or he is going to get nice little stack there, and isn't going to block that creep camp either, so nice pickup from them as it looks like Yawar is ready to do Roshan here. Is going to be able to solo it while the rest of his team is going to be stealing these creep camps over here from the enemy, and it looks like both teams have just traded their jungles to each other as nobody really all that interested in fighting. Mike looks like he's going for the urn right straight into the Aghanim Scepter, so they're going to have a lot of vision here with the Aghanim Scepter, perhaps the Wolves. And it's going to be a definite vision game over here from the Dire. Mason even having some Spiderlings if he needs to use them. Going to be laying down some webs here. And certainly going to be keeping the enemy guessing here. And you've got to wonder if he's leaving this quarterstaff open in order to maybe think about going for a butterfly, depending on you know, how this game goes. There's the call down over here onto Mason. Not really going to care all that much, though. Does opt to get his level 2 ulti instead of going for another point to spawn Spiderlings. Does scale fairly well, though. from a 60% lifesteal to an 80% and 90 bonus damage as well. So pretty strong ultimate in my opinion here, as he is quite rich as well. So it looks like the Dire is rotating to the top lane. They've got the Aegis over here on the Storm Spirit. Mike does smoke up alongside DeMoN, and now it looks like they're ready to find Justin. He does have a Vanguard, so it's going to be a fairly hard kill here. Maybe they can get fogged. Potentially. It looks like Mike is going to run into Justin, and they will find him. There's the immediate Soul Ring to get a little bit more mana, and can they actually kill him? There's the Living Armor. The Vanguard, he's just taking no damage right now. They're trying to escape the call here as Justin looks like he should go down. The Overload just doing a little bit too much work here. There's the call. Night Stalker going to be able to secure the kill, and that means he's going to get closer and closer to his Aghanim Scepter, and already 1300 HP. Once he grabs that Ogre Club, it's certainly going to be hard here. Mason starting to pressure the bot lane here as how are they going to help this tower right now? They don't have an Anti-Mage. They don't have a Treant Protector. It looks like Anti-Mage ready to show up just now, as he does have his treads as well as about 1,000 gold. So not doing that bad in terms of CS whatsoever. We'll see what time he manages to get his Vladimir's, if it's going to be around the 17-18 minute mark, I imagine. Probably going to be when he hits that. And Mike is going to find a kill over here on a Cardinal. Going to silence him up so he can't use Call Down or Rocket Barrage. And that's a TP over here from Fogged, who does have the hook if he wants to spend it. Looks like he's going to stay otherwise. And maybe look for the hook mid on a DeMoN, but not going to be all that effective as he does have the Aegis. And just about finished his Bloodstone here as well. Does he have anything on the Courier? No. But look at that. There's a Midas for Yawar. And what else would you expect from a Mason game? Double Midas gaming. I think I've seen this guy go Midas on so many of his games. Just grab a Midas and fight with it. And there it is. It looks like they're going to go for Yawar. He's just going to use his ultimate and run away. It looks like Boris in a bit of a bad position now. Yawar getting blocked up here. Doesn't have all that long on his ultimate now. And it looks like they're not sure who they want to chase. They're picking out Boris, recognizing that he's the only kill that they're going to get. But does he even care right now? He's just saying, alright, space created. There's 4 heroes top. Bot lane Mason's pushing out. DeMoN with the question mark. And okay. DeMoN saying, I had no mana. Why didn't you gank me, I guess? But obviously, I'm not that concerned with them. It looks like they are ready to take this top tower, but they're just going to be trading with Mason, who should be able to finish off this bot tower. They don't have a fortification here. Neither does the Dire, I believe. Oh, no, they do have a fort, so they can't even trade the towers just yet. Mason's even going to be able to perhaps get some damage over here onto this tier 3 tower if he wants to do so, but it looks like, no, not going to be what he wants to do, and it looks like he does decide to finish the Orchid here, as that's going to be strong. If anybody comes up to gank him, it's definitely going to be a hard gank. He's got some nice attack speed, some damage from the Orchid. He should have a fairly constantly full mana pool with about 6.5 mana regen here, and definitely going to be a hard kill on a Mason. Looks like they should even be able to snipe this Anti-Mage if he ever decides to come into the jungle. So that means that the Anti-Mage is going to have to really work on that Orchid. Not going to be able to finish up his Blads, or excuse me, not looking for an Orchid. The Anti-Mage is going to have to finish up his Manta. Won't be able to grab an early Vlads here, as it's going to be a little scary up against this Broodmother. And it looks like he does recognize that. A lot of Spiderlings being spawned out here as Mason going to start taking over the enemy jungle. And this is really some textbook Broodmother. This is some DAC Zai stuff going on here. As looks like Mason got a lot of spiders now. A lot of Spider 8s. Not too many Spiderlings, but still going to be quite a bit of damage as top lane. It looks like maybe they want to make a go on a Yawar. Justin looks like he wants to go in, but look at that heal bomb. The negative armor is huge right there. And you can only imagine what that's going to be like with a Solar Crest right now. Yawar looks like he should be using his Midas right now. Maybe waiting for a little bit more EXP as Justin in a bad position right now. They do find him with the walls, and now he's caught in here. He is going to get the spins as well as the call to prevent a little bit of that damage. And it looks like there's the stun over on ixMike, but does he even care right now? The Storm Spirit zipping in, doing so much damage. Cardinal going to go down as well. It looks like Fogged is trying to walk in. Should be thinking about going in on the fight. Not going to be able to do so. And it looks like the Radiant's going to get absolutely wrecked here. The buyback from Axe isn't going to be enough to do anything though. Bernie Sanders just walking into the middle of 3 heroes and using his ultimate here, and it looks like he's gonna go down as well. It looks like a 4-for-0 trade so far alongside a buyback, and it looks like the buyback, he's just gonna go down in his base. Oh no, he tries to stop Mason. Shibby running all the way home now, but he's even got to be careful right now. I think Mason's perhaps got the damage to even kill Shibby with that Orchid here. It looks like he's going to get ulted, and no, not going to be able to Orchid him in time, and Shibby's going to secure himself a kill, and 1,271 gold alongside that. So there's 3,100 gold on Shibby now, and he's going to be quite content with that one. At the very least, it is 21-7, but they do manage to get something here. As if we take a look at the net worth here, it looks like Shibby is finally on top now after that kill. So Mason Probably a little bit upset giving away that much gold, but if we take a look at the charts overall, the Dire still very much ahead right now, about 8-9k. Well, past that, we were looking at about 12k. Same with the EXP, so about 12k ahead right now, 11 maybe. But that's pretty scary for sure here. As it looks like there's a zip in from Storm. Fog is perhaps going to get killed here. Almost certainly going to go down. And it looks like, yes, there it is. He's going to die in front of 4 heroes here. As DeMoN with the long zip alongside Yawar going to be enough to get the kill. And we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see where this Broodmother probably going to return back to the bot lane. 2.7k, and we'll see what she's going to want to purchase up next, as there is the TP picked up from Shibby here. It's still pressuring the bot lane. Mason probably going to have to use a web here, and has a blink dagger now, and Shibby with a blink up of his own here. Perhaps he's got to be careful, though. We do have the Orchid here, and it looks like Mason perhaps going to be looking to use it, although he's got the Manta, so should be quite all right now, and the Orchid's not really going to matter all that much. As looks like they do manage to get the top tower. Fog goes in again with a hook. It looks like on a DeMoN here who doesn't have the Aegis anymore. 13 charge Bloodstone. He's got to be careful. Shibby looking for the Mana Void onto him here. And now DeMoN with the long zip as well as the TP to get away. Is he going to go down the Mana Void? Yes, DeMoN. It looks like he gets caught out. Going to have to use the Pocket Suicide. Meanwhile, in the back, it looks like Fog is going to go down as well. ixMike running in. Not sure what he's expecting to do here, as Boris does still have the Shallow Grave if he wants to help somebody TP out here. But now Yawar looks like he's going to go on a Shibby who has plenty of mana. Justin, the call down, the call from Axe, the call down from the gyrocopter. Look at the damage. Yawar, he's gonna get Shallow Grave, try to output whatever damage he can for the time being, but it looks like it's not gonna be enough. Justin gonna be the one securing the kill. ixMike on the run home. Mason meanwhile pressuring bot lane. Boris not all that far from Shibby, not gonna be able to chase that kill though. Not sure where he is, as Mike looks like he's ready to wait for Bernie Sanders here, thinking he can get the kill, and it looks like DeMoN's here as well. There's the long jump in after the respawn from the Bloodstone, and bot lane we do have Fog here, who's got to be careful. Looks like he is aware that Mason is nearby, though. So we're not going to be continuously pushing here. Looks like there's the flare. Going to be damaging quite a few of these Spiderlings here as top lane. It looks like they're not done just yet. There's the double kill. Looks like Axe is going to go down, and DeMoN with another 10 charges after having to use that Pocket Suicide. Pretty confident there as Fog is running up. Does have the hook in about 4 seconds now, and DeMoN has to be careful. Fog is looking for the angle right now. ixMike, though, there's the silence, and sorry, Fog, not going to be able to get anything off here, as it looks like ixMike is going to be the sacrificial lamb here. Does have a wand as well as some pretty nice move speed, but not going to help you out when you're up against a blink here. Mason doing Mason things, though, and he is going to pressure this bot tower. They do need to TP down here if they want to save, and it looks like they're not going to be able to, so Mason just going to rotate down, and it looks like there's the ult from Bernie Sanders. Mason, though, is still injured for a little bit, but going to get Orchid up over here into the Anti-Mage and going to go down almost certainly here. Is he going to be able to get a kill with these Spiderites? It looks like no, not going to be able to do so, and does at the very least get the tower. Well, meanwhile, Jimmy Ho pressuring the mid lane is going to be able to get the tower, and Cardinal going to at least get rid of the creep wave after that. But really, what started off as a support looks like he's moving into a little bit of a carry, grabbing the S and Y next after the treads here, and it looks like this Treant Protector running a very hard 5 position support. Just Tranquil as well as wards for him, so not going to be all that effective in team fights. We did see him help out DeMoN, or excuse me, help out get a kill onto Mason here as DeMoN is rotating to the bottom lane. Does have 3.1k as well as a TD, so we'll see what he's going to want to buy up next. Orchid obviously not going to be the item here. I imagine he's going to be saving up for his Shivas, perhaps the sheep stick. Most likely going to be the sheep, it looks like. Yes, it is. There's the ultimate orb being purchased for the sheep stick. As Shibby is going to look to blink towards this rune. ixMike does see him, though. I believe it is nighttime, so should have seen him there. And it looks like, yes, it looks like at the very least now DeMoN is seeing him. And it looks like now they're just making a run over here on Justin, but it looks like they're a little bit afraid of this Anti-Mage. And for a reason as well, as he is quite farmed right now. Does have something on the courier, I imagine. As it looks like he's going for a heart, so going to be difficult to kill, but not going to be doing all that much damage here, I believe. And not sure if heart was too much of the item. I think maybe just BKB into Abyssal probably would have been the best. Use the Abyssal over here onto the Lycan. BKB to ensure you can't get Orchided up or anything like that. Even with the Manta, prevent some of the control over here. They do have a couple of silences, especially since they're going to be going for a sheep stick. I think BKB Abyssal probably would have been the better build here. And it looks like there it is. Yawar going to spend his ultimate. There seems to be the fight breaking out here as we do have a silenced up Fog. And it looks like there it is. The axe is going to blow up almost immediately. Meanwhile, on the backside, Bernie Sanders is going to go down. And what help do they have? The Anti-Mage looks like he's going to try and go for the kill, but not going to be able to do so. Shibby's going to go down. And there it is. 653 gold going away of the Storm Spirit. And even if he had the heart, not going to be all that effective. And it looks like Mike What a freaking player. Blocking that hook there. Tried to hook over to the Treant Protector. Not going to be able to do so. And this should very clearly be a bot lane Rax. As Mike charging right up to kill the creeps here. And looks like he's going for the Octarine Core next probably. But Justin calling the good game. And really, how are they going to come back from this after losing Shibby? Going for the heart. That's pretty much going to be it. And an odd item choice from him. A very odd item choice. As I really think BKB into Abyssal would have been a lot more effective here. Especially now that we were going to have Necro Books over here on the Lycan. I definitely think that the Abyssal would have been the play. And looks like maybe they're going to want to go for one more fight. Mike is going to get missiled as the call is going to go into Mason with a lot of Spiderlings. There's the TP in from the Clockwork. There's the ults from the Treant Protector as well. Mike's going to get caught. Demon's going to have to zip out. And now it looks like Boris, he's going to get caught in the cogs. Is he all that worried about that? It looks like no. They're only going to lose 2 supports. And did we have any buybacks there? No buybacks. But they didn't lose out on all that much. They did manage to get at least 1 Rax. But the game's certainly not over just yet. Again, they still got the anti-mage, so we'll have to keep an eye over here onto how this works out a little bit for them. As the gem is going to be picked up, imagine it will be given over here to Mike, who's probably going to drop his magic stick. And look at the long zip from DeMoN saying, thanks for the Bloodstone charge. Cardinal going to go down here. Oh, so manner, DeMoN, so manner. Just walking away. As the Solar Crest going to be the next pickup over here for the Lycan. And I don't know how they control the Solar Crested DeMoN here. I really don't. As it looks like Roshan's going to be the next target. And this should almost certainly be the GG. I don't think they have any way of stopping this. The Anti-Mage really doesn't have the damage he needs over here on a DeMoN or onto Yawar. And looks like he should be quite alright. There's the Aegis over on a DeMoN. As well as the full Sheep Stick. So I miss the days. Here we go. Where people actually left. You know what? I agree that, you know, I don't actually agree, but this is, I think, the 3rd game where somebody has GG'd and they actually still want to play it out even after they GG. And I definitely agree with Mason. People, maybe now that there's money on the line, people not wanting to give up that easily here, as looks like they are going to go for this range Rax with just the Spiderlings here. They are going to get flak cannoned out here, as it looks like the flare going to be enough to secure something as top lane. It looks like the calls are coming in, and now what's going on? It looks like bot lane, they're going to be able to get a godlike on a DeMoN to kill into the gyrocopter, but what about your top Rax? Do they have enough to kill it? It looks like they're probably just going to say, alright, you take our top, we'll finish off your bottom, take your mid lane. And no, it looks like the TPs are coming out. There's the Fortify being used. No, the TP was actually cancelled by Fogged, and now it's all or nothing. Now they've got to go for the fight here, as they are going to lose their top Rax, and we've got TPs back. So, alright. Here we go. They are going to get this mid Rax, I imagine, before they could even TP back and hope to mount a defense. And they are going to trade a 2-for-1, I guess you could say, as they did finish off the bot Rax. The long zip over here on a Fog is going to get sheeped up, as well as Orchided here. There's the blink up from Mason as well. And it looks like they're going to be able to kill Fog, who does have a buyback. Gyrocopter up in another 5 seconds. And it looks like Yawar's moving over to the top Rax as bot lane. It looks like DeMoN still hasn't lost the Aegis. Oh, God, there it goes. Finally going to lose it, but they already used the Mana Void. And now, where's the damage coming from? DeMoN can just zip to the top here, and there's no way they kill him. They don't have a Manta either on this Shibby anti-mage, and it looks like maybe they are still a little bit afraid. Mason looks like he could go down here, has a Manta of his own if he wants to use it, does try to use it to dodge the and it looks like not going to be able to do so. The dust is going to be grabbed, and I still believe this is a fairly lost team fight here, as it looks like they're going to steal these ancient stacks if they can. The flare going to spot them out though, and it looks like now they can't do it. There's absolutely no way. It looks like Justin getting pinged out over here from the Wolves, as well as Fogged. So they do see Fogged, and there it is, the jump in with the sheep stick. Fogged, is he going to go down? It looks like almost certainly he will, and it looks like maybe not. The stick charges, as well as you are spending the ultimate here. Fogged, still the target of choice. Looks like he is going to get living armored. Meanwhile, Shibby's going to blink in. Can he make a kill over here on a Yawar? It looks like he's got the basher now, going to get the first hit bash on a Mike, who's almost got the full Octarine Core here. There's the blinking from Shibby yet again, but look at that freaking Solar Crest doing so much work right now. There's the call on a Mike. Is it going to be enough? It looks like maybe the shallow grave. No, Mike. There's the ult from Justin, not going to hit there. And there's, looks like in the background, it looks like Fogged. Looks like he's going to be the kill of choice yet again over here from DeMoN. Really wants to get a kill on a Fog. There's the hook being spent, but not going to be able to do absolutely anything. DeMoN, though, has to be careful because of that. A godlike streak going to go the way of Shibby, and they haven't left yet. Still sticking in this game. They believe in the AM, who almost has the Abyssal now. And a Maelstrom over here for DeMoN is going to be the item of choice. And a little bit odd. Looks like he's going to be trying to reflect some damage here as who's cutting the creep wave. It looks like Yawar. Just going to be running for the top racks here. Has the ultimate. Has a haste rune. Going to spend the wolves here as well. Is there a creep wave close by though? He's going to use his ultimate. Can he backdoor this? I'm really not sure. It looks like yes he can. I'm not sure. Oh yes, okay, so he's fine. Yeah, so there he goes. Mega creeps, and this is almost certainly going to be GG here as it looks like no. Not yet. The range Rax is still alive. Is going to try and scout out a little bit with the wolves. Is going to get called down as well as homing missile. Can he get this last Rax? I don't believe he can. Maybe, just maybe. There's the stun. Doesn't have his ultimate anymore. It looks like he's still going for it. Not going to be able to do so though. Should be able to kill Cardinal though if he sticks around too long. His mid lane, it looks like the real fight's going on over here. Justin has to be careful. He's caught out by Mason over here as it looks like Storm Spear. Where is he? Zipping in right now. Gotta be careful of the cogs right now as Mike. It looks like he's got to be careful, and there's the GG from Yawar. It looks like he's gonna go down. Does have the buyback. Mike gonna get Glimmer Caped here. Mason, he's gonna go down now. Does he have a buyback? It looks like no. He's only got 1,000 gold. They don't have a touch for him though, so it doesn't even matter. Oh no, Mason's still surviving right now. Storm Spirit, they've got to be careful. They're using the zip zap in and out here. Looks like Shibby gonna get silenced up. Gonna use the Manta here. They just have the Orchid on the mic as it looks like he's gonna go for Fox. No, he's gonna turn around and kill him. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. Do we have Boots of Travel over here? No, we don't. It looks like Boots of Travel and a Gyrocopter. So are they gonna lose the mid racks now? They've got no way of killing Shibby. And without that Lycan as well as the Broodmother, it looks like they're calling out to just go for it. Is this game actually still going on? Could the Radiant actually win this game? There's the silence over here on the Shibby as well as the massive mischance here. As it looks like there's the blink up on the mic. It looks like he could go down here. DeMoN, he's caught in a bit of an odd position as well. The Glimmer Cape perhaps going to be enough to save him for a little bit longer. And there we go, the zip in from DeMoN here as it looks like they are going to be able to get the racks. Are they going to be able to finish off the range racks here? It looks like they should be able to get that one as well. And the Raxes are actually evened out. They have 2 towers to move through on bot lane if they want to. As Yawar is going to spend his ultimate here. There's the blink backs. And it looks like they should be able to get out scot-free here. And there it is. So they're going to be able to get out. But the Radiant not done yet. It looks like they want to end it. They know they've got to end it before they get a little bit too much over here on the side of the Dire. And there's the blinking on a Cardinal as well as the Solar Crest. Just look at the damage. And it looks like he's going to be able to get out. No, DeMoN. He's going to go down. He doesn't have a buyback. He's got 30 seconds before respawn. Now ixMike's running away. And what can they hope to do here? It looks like the Radiant actually just won this game. Shibby looks like he's going to get orchided up. Doesn't have the Manta anymore. It looks like he might go down the blinking from Justin. The call as well. Mason's going to be the next target. He doesn't have buyback. As it looks like he's going to go down 72 seconds. 10 seconds and then GG from Mason. Oh my god, wait. Boots of Travel. Boots of Travel here. Is this going to be a base race? Yawar's going to TP up. Looks like he's just going to go for the racks. Maybe can they end it still? Mason, he left though. And it looks like they've got no hope now. As Mason down for 50 seconds. DeMoN is up now though. And can they hope to do it? The Boots of Travel is going to be the call. They're going to go for the Mega Creeps, but it doesn't even matter. They should have just gone to end it. The Boots of Travel on everybody right now, but it looks like no. The Radiant's just going to be able to end it. DeMoN zipping up over here on a Cardinal, but doesn't matter. Well, the Anti-Mage is taking their Ancient right now. It looks like maybe, just maybe, it's going to go down. Yes, it looks like the Radiant's actually going to win. Yawar can't do anything. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. Woo! Woo! Alright. What a game. What a game, really. That was very unexpected. Very unexpected. Did not see it ending like that. And a little bit of salt on top there. And I can see why. They threw away it. They did throw it away. Realistically, they threw themselves at racks a little bit too often, died without buybacks, and the Radiant obviously deserved it, especially after Mason with the call out here. And what a game it was. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that game, and thanks so much for watching my FPL cast. Please keep an eye out for my learning series, replay analysis, as well as my additional casts. And thanks for watching, guys. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I have my series from lane to lane where I just cast some everyday pubs that you guys send me. I also do some more professional pubs like games from Koikva, Miracle, whoever I can get my hands on from Dodobuff. I have a learning series as well, so feel free to check that out. There's some more info in the description as well as some videos linked in the annotations at the end here. Thanks a lot.